everybody, let's have a look into the solution for the healthcare service provider. I'm just taking up a case study of a healthcare service provider and trying to see what is the right solutioning for them. And this is going to be the target operating model overall, what is for the ADMS. So it is going to be a service integrated management office at the top, covering all the types of management like demand, escalation, process, catalog, UX service, innovation management kind of. And in the next layer, which is nothing but your integrated command center, covering all the 24/7 support like voice support and service center and infra apps in the first level of support, where it's going to be integrated command center. Probably the command center may not be existing right now, so we are integrating the entire ARC's command center at a one go. And then it is a product oriented delivery, which we are talking about pod model, where the core pod, permanent and flexi pod will be there, and it is a ADMS model kind of. So parts will get shared across the AMS and the ADMS, and multiple parts will be there, and some of them will some of the parts will have some 5 to 8 member team kind of, so it is changeable, and all the cross functional services are there, which is on the fifth layer. And again, as I was mentioning, governance is going to be a critical one. We are taking care of it, and capabilities is the last layer, where it is a horizontal, where it is taking care of it. So for example, SAP means SAP pod will be there, cloud means cloud pod will be there, and it is all integrated, and some of the parts will have a combination of all apps. So yeah, I'm put it like how many parts and all, because we don't know type of applications, number of applications, technology spectrum at this moment, but it will get mapped once we do it. But in the initial level, for the initial type of a solution, this is the one which we can position for clients. And as I was mentioning, how safely we are going to transition the client. So automation led transition approach, it will de-risk transition, self-understanding of the business process, identifying critical complex business processes, and mostly we will complete in 2 to 4 months transition time, unless otherwise the client demand is a little different. For some of the applications, some clients will say we want to do it after 6 months, or sometimes they may say we want to speed it up within a month or two kind of. So that will be taken care during the DD phase. So it will be a 5-phased program: planning to KT to shadow, reverse shadow, go live. And we have some proprietary tool for transition, which will do a auto generation of application understanding documents, requirement analysis document, all this documentation and everything. Whatever we do, all the meetings will get recorded, and these meeting records will get converted into the documents and text automatically, and it moves on further kind of. So those kind of thing, which is proprietary tool based, and as well as the application oriented transition. Each and every application like SAP means there will be a different tool is available. For the custom application, different tool is available. These are all proprietary transition tools which will help in automating it, SOP creation through an automated framework kind of. So this is how the transition is going to be. We are going to deploy automation, so that will speed up the things as well as document it in a proper way, and it will be helpful for the reverse transition in a later point. And also it reduces the knowledge management issues later. And coming to the final one, which is the pricing model at a very high level, and a lot of assumptions we are taking it. One is validation of model after the DD and initial assessment. Ticket volumes, whatever we assumed based on the application environment, whatever the assumptions we are taking care, that we are mentioning asset management is out of scope, managed services are self-funded, some of the transformations kind of. 255 applications, we presume carts, tickets is 500, and apps wise 10 different technologies will be there kind of. So we presume these are the things. And the enhancements, we are considering 8 enhancement, 20 hours each. Service requests we are considering 20, change requests we are considering 10, and custom application 100 kind of. These tickets can get validated if there is an exact number is available, then the exact FTE will be there. Typical environment will have a 60 FTE taking care of enhancements and support kind of, and infra is likely to be handled with the 30 FTE, and we have some calculation behind it. And the development part, we are keeping 960 hours, and the FTE is meant only for 960, but 320 hours we are taking it from the support team, since it's a ADMS model. So offshore support team should be in a position to contribute 320 hours on the technical side. Functional things will be handled at the on-site kind of. And as I mentioned, self-funded transformation, which will take care of the APR, and year-on-year savings typically 10 to 15% kind of. So this is the overall scenario of a pricing model, where ADMS is going to start with 70 million and it will go down over a period of 5 years to 35 to 40 million. And of course, we have different pricing models which we can position for the client. One is a apps based, another is a outcome based, and flexing pricing, ticket based, RAS, that is also getting popular over time and again right now. So this is an indicative apps infra support and ADMS model kind of, subject to change, and many times it changes drastically because there are 3 to 4 levels of pricing before we finalize the pricing. And also there will be a templates where we need to fill in whatever the client wanted, the way they want the segregation. And some of the applications, they have a standardized pattern of quoting kind of. This is how the pricing model. Some of the things I kept it in appendix due to the time. Infrastructure, this is the current mode of operation to the future mode of operation, because if the DC and cloud on-prem data centers are there right now, what I understand, so we need to provide hybrid cloud infra as a service operations, traditional manual operation, AA ops or self-healing, digital workplace, traditional support, desktop as a service, IT store, self-service, user persona kind of, security, traditional security tool, where we are moving into the 24/7 security operation center, cross-functional. We are moving into the next generation model with a next generation automation platform. Application portfolio rationalization, which I was explaining, like retain, re-engineer, replace, retire, because some of the application which is complex with business logic or highly customized or highly critical, those kind of applications will get retained, and some of them will be on the retire mode, where low business criticality, low business process coverage, those applications are under retire, replace, readily available applications, which is a plug-in plug-out model kind of, whatever the application which is available in the market, which we can replace it. So those kind of things. After the API analysis, we should be in a position to tell exactly how much. Generally 10 to 20% we should be in a position to rationalize in the initial year. This is a transformation approach at a high level for 1, 2, 3, 4, but after the analysis only we should be in a position to confirm these things, what we can do in apps, what we can do infra and cross-functional